What's going on, guys? This is Pikachu OTC from Simple Trade, and welcome to another weekly review. And in this review we'll be talking about the previous week, and I'll talk a little bit about the red market and the lack of volume and what could happen in this following week or the next weeks. And we will also cover up some runners and some updates from the recent week. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the future videos. Now let's get right into it. The last week tested us all with our mindset and with our trading plan. There were a lot of red stocks. A lot of stocks went down. There were a lack of volume, people pulling their bids away, and you might even say that there was panic in the market. Now, just like I say that stocks don't go up forever, they also don't go down forever. This is how it is in the OTC. Stocks goes up, stocks goes down. It can happen in one day, 1 week, 1 month, and you need to develop the right mindset to deal with red markets and to deal with green markets. So the last week gave us a lot of opportunities to get stocks at a very high discount, at a very low price. But among the stocks that went down, there were some runners, and we will cover them up. And the first one will be JPEX, JPEX. We already covered that one in previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll post the link in the description, so go and watch it right now. But the main update right here is the following news. VMO Technologies Ltd. today executed an agreement in an all-cash transaction to purchase the majority control of JPEX Global. So the reverse merger is now officially complete. We have an official PR, and they are also stating that there will be a name change that will be filed with FINRA, and that they are heading towards an uplist to the OTCQB. Furthermore, this company has a projection of $50 million revenue per year, which is very, very good for an OTC company. And given the fact that the reverse merger was just now completed and a new company just came in, I am positive that this won't be the last word from JPEX, and we will see that stock in the future, and we will talk about that stock in the future. But that's it for today. Let's move on to the second stock, and that stock is PHIL, or as I like to call it, Phil. So Phil gave us a 72% run in 2 days. Now this is a highly liquid stock, and you can see that on the volume. You can see here 497 million volume in 1 day, and 1 day later 434 million volume, and the stock moved 72% in 2 days. So you could have bought a lot of money right here. You could buy 10 million shares right here at the 0060 and sell them right here at the top at the 0093 or 0090 or 91 or 92, and could have made $30,000 on this liquid stock without affecting the price of the stock, which is very, very irregular for an OTC company. Now let's understand what happened here, what caused this higher volume than usual. And the reason for that is an 8K that the company released, and they released it about 5 minutes before the market opened on October 28th. And the 8K says that effective October 17th, the registrant signed a contract agreement with Hajj Finance Group, a corporation registered in Oman, for a financing program in the amount of $1.5 billion. Now the rest of the 8K is pretty good, but this is all that we need to know. $1.5 billion financing program. This is not something that you see very often in the OTC. You don't see these kind of numbers. So this is a very, very, very big news. And consider the fact that this is a highly, highly heavy stock. This is about 25 billion outstanding shares of a stock. And that the stock went up on a red market on a very bad week. And it went up in 1 day almost 50%. And then continued its run to 72% on the day after. This is absolutely insane. And if you're still not on our Discord community, you might want to go to the link in the description and join in right now, because the second that PHIL released that 8K, I alerted right in our Discord channel that I added PHIL at the 005657 the second the market opened, because in my opinion that was very, very good news, even though the market was red. And what do you know, it was good news, and the market liked that news, and we had a liquid 72% run in 2 days. So go and join our Simple Trade Discord community right now. You will see some more runners in this weekly review that we alerted on the same day this week. Now let's move on to the third company of this weekly review, and that company is IGEX, IGEX, which we already covered up multiple times in previous videos. But in this week we had only one tweet and one tweet only that changed the game for IGEX, and that tweet is the following: November will be the month. Now this is so simple and so speculative, but what we can guess from that tweet alone is that November will be the month that they will officially announce the reverse merger that is taking place for a long time and that a lot of people were waiting for. And even though it might not be true and this is just a pure speculation, that tweet alone got the stock to go up about 50% intraday. And personally, I will be looking at IGEX in the month of November. It might be the next OTC runner. And just like Phil, we also alerted IGEX the second that the tweet was out. Let's move on to the fourth company of this weekly review, and that company is ICTY. There is one update that I would like to show you from ICTY's Twitter page, and that update is ICTY wins one in court, receives extension of TRO, multiple updates on the future of the company will come in November. So just like IGEX, we see another company that is telling us that there will be multiple updates on the future of the company in November. Now November is this month, so it could happen this week, the next week, in 3 weeks, but it will happen this month. So keep your eyes out for ICTY. Let's move on to the final stock of this weekly review, and that stock is CUBV. So CUBV ran 125% intraday on a red market on a bad week, which is very good to the OTC. We need these kind of runners to get the volume back up, to get the OTC back on its feet. And that 125% run intraday was due to a tweet from the company Twitter account. A merger agreement is back on the table, bearing any unforeseen delays. This should be in the hands of the attorneys next week. Yes, it is a privately owned lithium production company. No, it is not LILAC. Stay tuned. So guys, this confirms it. The merger agreement will be most likely a privately owned lithium production company. We're talking about a lithium merger. Now, lithium is one of the hottest sectors in the OTC in the world overall. And seeing that word lithium just got the stock to go bananas. And as you can see, 125% in the day. And what do you know, we also alerted that stock even before that tweet was out at the low price of the day, the 0112. And for those who are in our Discord community, banked hard with us. There is obviously a lot more to expect from CUBV. This is not the end of the line. We will need to find out what the merger and what the privately company is, and if that merger will happen at all. But for now, we know that it is a lithium merger and that we need to stay tuned for the next updates. Okay guys, so that was it about the stocks that ran the past week. Now what we can see right here, that even though the market is red sometimes, we will have red weeks, we will have red days, but there are always opportunities to make a lot of money. You saw it right now this week. Phil with high liquidity for 50 to 70%. We had IGEX with about 40 to 50% intraday. We had ICTY with a nice update, and CUBV with 125% intraday. There are always runners, and there will always be runners. All you have to do is find those runners. And that was it about this weekly review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, once again, make sure to drop a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the future videos. And I'll see you in our Simple Trade Discord community. I wish you all a green and a profitable week.